You are capable of winning races. But you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Good Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network, the Digital Sim Sports Network, and live coverage of the NetCode ESports Mighty Midget Series. Double duty, double header, double the fun right here tonight, Fairbury American Legion Speedway. See if somebody can unseat driver in the 16 car. He won both races last week. He comes in as the hot shoe tonight. That means he will start at the back of at least the first feature, regardless of what happens in his heat race. 230 lap A-mains for you tonight. Two different formats. A lot of fun still. I love this series just because of the format. They make it quick. They make it fun. Not to mention the best midget drivers around in here, but right now, Cody Parmalee has a 4-point lead over David Krikorian in the points after two races. Garrett Boyd is third in 10 points back. 21 points back to Gerlach and 27 back to Brochard. The Ironman Series, well, that's all Josh Gerlach at the moment. He has a 41 point over second place. That's his points gap. 45 over Mr. Barros in third. And then Krikorian's over 200, and Boyd is nearly 250 back in the fifth spot. Mighty Midget Series has been here 18 times, and they have 8 different winners in those visits. They were here in February when Krikorian and Silby split the victories. We've seen Josh Gerlach, Steven Spiess, Billy Barros, and Garrett Boyd also make podium appearances here. Round 3 next week for these guys. Lima Land on the first show, and I-55 Federated Auto Parts Speedway on the second show. That's next Thursday, September the 4th. That's a lot of messages. I hope you're not a bot there. There's a very good chance we're going to probably drop our Twitch program here pretty quick because it's just nothing but bots coming in there and spamming us. Yeah, the boys will get in. They're going to totally invert each heat race field. And then, good night, Twitch. We're going to undo that before we do another stream. It's ridiculous. It's nothing but bots, folks. It's just constant bot. Our first session, the heat races, like I said, they'll random draw. We're going to invert. Looks like full invert. And then 32-lap feature after that. And the second session, we qualify. Top 6 are already locked in. If there's more than 6, we LCQ for the last starting spots, and then another 30-lap feature for show number 2. We're getting close to the big holiday weekend. Everybody got plans? And hi, Mr. Bill. I meant to say that before we got too far into this, and as oversight on my part, and we can talk about that another time, Scott. You don't call, you don't write, so you don't get to stay up with all the chatter and news, sir. Man. All right, that practice is winding down. Everybody has cleared the track, and that means we're getting ready for a couple of quick heat races. And then right on to our big feature tonight. Yeah, that got paid. So we should see about five or six cars in each heat race. Should be pretty quick. They're only 8 laps. Gonna be a fast show for sure. In between servers, we will not shut the broadcast down. I'll do what I always do for you folks. I'll just throw up our beautiful motion logo, and we'll throw a little music on, and we'll have a little fun. All right, let's get ready for heat number 1, and it's going to be the 66 of David Krikorian next to the 96 of Chase Crowder. Wow, good to see Chase Crowder in this series. They're the front row for this first heat. Then the 76 of James Gray next to the 55 of Steven Spieth in row 2. And then 38 Billy Barros, 21 Garrett Boyd, making up our third and final row. We'll look at the 96 of Crowder, and we'll go back to the field, take a look at each car. Sun's starting to set. Lights are about to come up. We're going to go green the next time after that pace truck will drop off mid backstretch. And then we'll wait for Barros to get us going here. If you've come here looking for green flag on heat number 1. If you've come here looking for the DOB Knoxville Nationals Championship night, go over to turn 3 on YouTube or go to our Facebook page and look for the link. And you can watch it. We may go over and try to finish the night out with them and try to catch that final race. Krikorian got bumped out of the way right there. Crowder, a little right rear action, moved him up the hill. That opened the door. Spieth came by. Krikorian still third. Boyd is up to 4th. And then Barros and Gray are side by side at the back of this thing. Crowder out front. He's clear by a lot. It's a full 6/10. That's about 12 car lengths. Spieth trying to run him down, but he is losing ground. Here comes Garrett Boyd working on David Krikorian. Boyd through the middle, trying to go around the outside. It looks like he's got the spot. Boyd up to 3rd, started 6th, dead last in this heat. If they were doing passing points, he would be in pretty good shape right here. Crowder still out there about a 2nd. Spieth trying to hang on. Boyd got up, little lick of the fence right there, and that let Krikorian get back alongside on the white flag. But it is all Crowder. He's going to win it pretty easy. Spieth looks like he's going to hang on for 2nd. Boyd is going to hang on for 3rd. Then Krikorian. Barros and Gray and David Krikorian giving the fans a show there. Little wheel stand and a pirouette at the end of that one. We'll have to go find out what color his tutu is here in just a minute. So look at the starting lineup for heat number 2. It would be the 24 of Lizzie Smith on the pole. Cody Parmley, last week's dominator. He won both races with last lap passes, but he just sat there playing with his food the whole time, waiting to make those. He starts outside of row number 2. Then Blake Parmley, the 06, inside row number 2, position 2 for Cody Parmley, inside row number 2 for Blake Parmley. Josh Gerlach, the 71, will start on the outside of that 2nd row, and Reed Brochard will have that back row all to his lonesome. Bots are working overtime over on Twitch tonight. Pace truck out of the way. Front row wasn't very organized. Now it gets a little better right before we drop the green flag. Through the middle for Smith, and he's going to be in the Parmley sandwich. Cody went up top. Blake went to the bottom. They both go past. Cody Parmley leading that first lap. Josh Gerlach now working to the inside on Smith, trying to get Pye. He would like to stay up there in touch with the Parmley boys. He'll get it done. Breed Brochart. A little left front up on that reverse camber there. He got up on the berm there down in turn number 4 and really lifted the left front up on that car. I'm surprised he didn't spin that out. But Cody Parmley right up by the fence, and he is keeping it there all the way around. Blake Parmley on the bottom, just losing a couple of car lengths every corner. Parmley, Gerlach, Smith, Brochart right now. 3 to go. Heat race is going by quick. We'll be ready for our feature here just a couple of minutes. 2 to go. It's still Parmley, Gerlach. Smith is holding off Brochart. Brochart the bottom, Smith up to the top. White flag coming out in Cody Parmley. 6/7 of a second ahead. He's going to win heat 2. Doesn't matter. He's going to the back for the feature anyway. Blake Parmley second. Josh Gerlach, Lizzie Smith, Reed Brochart rounding it out. So heat racing action is over. We'll see what they give them for time here in the warm-up. And then we'll be on to tonight's 30-lap A-main. They are going to give them some time, it looks like. Driver's going to get out onto the racetrack here. I think they'll advance whenever they're ready. Sure, they'd like to see more drivers get out there and work the track a little more. Try to open this thing up and give us 2 lines of racing here. Be a fun one no matter what. Always is. These guys put on a great show. Next week going to be exciting. 2 of the smallest tracks on the service. Probably 2 of the 4 smallest tracks on the service, I guess. And they always put on a great show when they go to I-55. A lot of fun watching these guys get around there. I got our redraw for the heat, or for the feature. So it was an 8-car invert. Oh boy. Lots of movers, shakers. The random no was a 6-car. They took 8 and it was a 6-car redraw. And it's going to be an interesting front row. Interesting third row. Well, the third row is going to change because Krikorian's going to move up there. So 16 car will go to the back. So it'll be a fun one, that's for sure. All right, white flag and the checker coming out over the practice session. That means it is feature time. Show number 1. We'll look at our starting grid, but this is not going to be our starting grid. It's not even going to be close, actually. You're going to take that 71 car from the outside of row 3 and the 21 from the inside of row number 3. You're going to swap their rows and move them to the front. Gerlach will have the pole and Boyd outside. Then you'll take Blake Parmalee. He'll slide straight across to the inside of row number 2. And Speece will move to the outside of that row. And then you'll take the 66 of David Krikorian, move him to the inside of row number 3. He'll have Chase Crowder on his outside. Damn it. And that'll move Billy Barros in row 4 in the 38, up next to the 24 of Lizzie Smith. James Gray and Reed Brochart, the 76 and the 93 in row 5. And the 16 of Cody Parmalee will go from the outside of the front row to the back row. Hot shoe duties for him. The way this works, they'll pace, they'll get lined up. Pace truck will vanish. Green flag will fall. We will stay. They will make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. Black flags are passing before the green flag fell will be erased and moved and all those little things. And then on lap number 2 officially, they'll double up, and when we come out of 4, our pole sitter will get the race started. After that, it's up to iRacing to call all of the yellow flags. We'll go 30 times under the green, though. Gerlach has won here before. He's going to start up front. I believe Garrett Boyd has a win here as well. If memory serves, this is one of his least favorite places to come race in any car. Driver of the 21. We're getting ready to go green out of turn number 4. NetCode ESports Mighty Midget Series, show number 1. Underway. They're packed in tight there going through 1 and 2. Gerlach will have the lead. Boyd goes up to the top. That opens the door for Blake Parmalee. He gets up to P2 and immediately goes to the top himself. Here comes Steven Speece trying to work around the 21, and then Crowder's on the bottom, making it 3 wide. No harm, no foul, no contact. Couple cars out of shape. They get them back up underneath them. We stay green. Oh, not anymore. That'll be a caution. Chase Crowder was coming forward early, and then disaster. There's where Speece and he got close, moved him out of the way, and he gets down here in 1 and 2. Car bites, takes off to the inside, and man, tractor tire. That's what they're there for. Keep you from running across that grass right there on the exit. So our first caution of the evening comes pretty quickly, about lap number 4. Quickie caution. We'll get ready to go right back to it. Gerlach.
Green flag.
Back to the green flag, and I thought Blake Parmalee was going to try to time him up. Garrett Boyd went with the slider. Almost had second secured back. I thought he was going to try to go 2 for 1 for a moment. Boyd way out wide, and he can't hang on to the back end of it coming out of the corner. He could have got a good run, maybe took the spot. Parmalee went for the lead. Gerlach now knows he's got company. Krikorian is 4th. Barros and Gray. 5 and 6 right now. They're close. Brochart right behind that. Where's Cody? Cody Parmalee. We still got a lot of laps left. He's got some work to do, and he's going to have to find some racing room. He needs to come forward. He's running 8th. Right there, going to go around Brochard, it looks like. And he does. He gets up to the 7th spot. He's quite a ways back still. He's about 3 seconds off the lead. Gerlach. Oh, fence for Gerlach. He just bumped it a little bit, and it was enough to break momentum, and Blake Parmley takes over the lead. Gerlach to the bottom. He wants to go right back after him. Comes off the inside, and he goes back to the point. Big wheel stand and up and over. Gerlach. Caution. Ooh, that's a big stack up. Got Brochard. He got Smith right there as well. Sometimes everything works exactly like it's supposed to. Sometimes nothing goes as planned. You can see right there. He lifted the front end up. That car just went straight ahead. And then the guys coming behind really didn't have time to slow down. Luckily, nobody clipped him because Crowder was coming. Go in, see what's damaged, whatever it was. They got it fixed pretty quick. He's coming back out. Blake Parmley, Billy Barros, Garrett Boyd, David Krikorian, James Gray, Cody Parmley, Reed Brochard, Josh Gerlach. The running order. Smith off track. Crowder 2 laps down. And Steven Spieth is 9 laps down, but still out there trying to score points. We're back to green already. Good start for Parmley up front. Barros now around Boyd for second. Billy Barros hard charging it tonight, up 7 spots. Looking for more. Barros, former series champion. Not going to crack under any pressure here. Cody Parmley now up to 4th. So late in this one, about halfway, he is making a run. Big slap of the fence back there for him. Through the haymaker. Here's a battle for the lead. This time Barros gets by. And that little slider line right there seems to be getting things done for him. In low, up to the middle, and then off. Boyd is still 3rd. Gray and Parmley behind that. Now Parmley's going to go for the slider again down 3 and 4. They're 3 wide. James Gray, David Krikorian, and Cody Parmley right there. Laps winding down. We're down to 12. All of this is going on about 2.6 seconds behind the leaders. Here comes Crowder. 2 laps down, but he's passing cars left and right. He's going to see what he's got for strength. He needs it for show 2. Needs to have a mistake-free race in show number 2. Redeem himself for the mistake here in this one. Good battle. There's 5 cars right here racing for the 4th spot. Barros has got out front. He's running away with this thing. He's down to 8 to go. This time out of 4. And he has pulled out to 1.4 seconds. Garrett Boyd is slowly reeling in Blake Parmley. He's doing it right up against the outside wall. Parmley is running the bottom and middle in 1 and 2 and then running outside in 3 and 4. Going to be 5 to go this time. Coming out of turn number 4 for Billy Barros, the wave lap. Big wave from the flag stand to all the drivers. Parmalee got to fourth, and he's kind of stalled out right there. He is closing in on Boyd here at the end. I don't know if he's going to get there or not. Man, a lot of sparks shot off that car up the front stretch and into turns 1 and 2. He bumps the fence again. That time close, but no contact. 2 to go this time. Barros already across the stripe. Boyd reeling in. Blake Parmalee late, but Cody Parmalee's coming. Maybe he just heard the car and he figured it was time to go. It's white flag lap. One more set of corners, but Billy Barros is already coming out of 4. He'll win feature number 1. Slider late in this one. It's not going to work out for Boyd. He tried. Blake Parmalee second, Boyd third, Cody Parmalee fourth, then James Gray in 5th. Gerlach, Krikorian, Brochart, Crowder, Spieth, and Smith rounding out the field. We'll get ready to get down here and try to talk to all of our top 3 drivers. Billy, there's G. I don't see the other one. Blake Parmalee. Hopefully he'll get here before. There he comes. All right, let's grab him up. Let's chat with our 3rd place finisher tonight. Garrett Boyd, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. 3rd, and looked like it was a struggle for a little bit there, and that outside wall is no friend to anyone because a lot of guys were bumping into it.
Yeah, that wall in 3 and 4 just reaches out and grabs you. And, like, you can go in there the same line lap after lap, and you kind of get a different result every time. So it's hard to judge where to go in at and how much throttle to give it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of got it's not arced right in the center there. It kind of gets flat. Am I wrong about that?
That's the way it feels, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way if you look at it really close, too. But, I mean, show number 1, a 3rd place finish. Track looks like it's still pretty racy. What are you anticipating they're going to do to it to change it for show 2?
Hopefully it stays the same. I like a track with some character and a little bit of chance to move around, and sometimes we get some one-lane stuff, but that's due to the car count not being the best, but get what we can get.
All right, man. Give me some shout-outs before we let you head over to server number 2.
Big shout-out to, I think it was Billy and James that paid for the broadcast for the season. The only really people we need to shout out for this league.
That's right.
Josh putting the deal on. And then Roger for you for broadcasting.
All right, my man. Appreciate the time. Better results in show number 2, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Garrett Boyd finishing in 3rd place here tonight. Now let's get to our 2nd place finisher, Blake Parmalee. He was up front a little bit, and then he had to give some chase. Track changed a little bit on you, didn't it, Blake?
Yeah, I started overdriving a little bit.
Yeah, look like you were really being able to use that kind of modified slider in low up to the middle in 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. I felt like you were just kind of searching throughout the whole race for something.
Yeah, I definitely should have stayed in the slider line like I was in the beginning of the race, but for some reason I moved up and it wasn't the right call.
Well, what do you think show number 2? They're going to change the track a little bit, I'm sure. Going to put some different conditions out there, but what do you think about your chances for show number 2 finally breaking through and getting a win here?
I'll just keep our heads up and stay focused, and hopefully we can pull something out.
All right, man, give me some shout-outs before we let you head for that 2nd server.
Thanks.
Blake Parmalee finishing in 2nd. Man, a few words. I mean, the guy was a real chatterbox, in case y'all didn't hear that. So let's move on to a guy we haven't seen in victory lane in a hot minute. Billy Barros finally breaking back through here.
Yeah, Roger. It feels good to be on top again. It has been a long time. Thank you for that reminder.
I do what I can when I can.
Oh man, that was fun. I never would have expected to do that here. It's not my favorite track, although it was pretty fun tonight. But hey, when that middle line hooks up, and usually that's the first thing I try, and it just worked, and I did not let go. So man, that was fun.
Yeah, and then not only do you get out front, but you drove away from these guys. We know the track's going to change a little bit in the second server. What's your anticipation? And if the middle's maybe not quite there, what are you going to do?
That's a good question. I think the trick here a lot of the time is just to stay patient and roll the bottom and try to stay out of trouble if you can. And that was my mindset in this one too. And just happened to find the line that I loved. So we'll see if we can do something similar. Just play it safe and see what opens up.
All right, man. Shoutouts. Thank you. Before we let you go to server 2.
Of course. Thank you as always, Roger. So good to have you back. Love being on the Dirt Racing Network. Thanks to James Gray for very generously sponsoring us this season and helping us with a lot of that coverage cost. And thanks to Josh for putting the league together and everyone else for coming out and making it so fun to race here every week.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. See if you can sweep the night when we get to server 2.
All right, let's do it. Thanks, Roger.
Billy Barros picking up the win in show number 1 here. We're going to take a couple minutes. We're going to swap servers. We are not going to shut the stream down. Don't go anywhere unless you just go get something cold to drink, some popcorn, a hot dog, or hamburger, or something. Hang with us. We are going to play a little bit of music, and we are going to swap servers. When we come back, quick round of qualifying. Last chance qualifier, feature race. So another short, quick one, but we'll be back here momentarily.
In the morning about 12 p.m. Too much Jack and too much Jim. My head's still pounding like a big bass drum. I reaching over for an aspirin, but they're already gone. Another crazy night in this cowboy's life. 'Cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, singing every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. There's a lot I learned, and everything I got I worked hard to earn. I give it all up because I love my fans, but if you don't like me, well, I don't give a damn. It ain't hard to see why people want to live like me. It's 'cause I do what I want, I do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, sing it every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Roll into town, got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got blues like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt the dream. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
All right, we made the transition. Server 2, they do not have 40 minutes of time. Rest assured. And for those that were looking for the DOB Knoxville Nationals, they're on turn 3 right now until we complete this. And then we will try to head over there and provide some coverage as well. Kara Stolfus still has the call because NetCode has the Thursday night slot. It's just like if you go to ESPN, they move it to a different channel temporarily. We'll be back on it. You may catch it in progress, which I think the D&E mains server is up. They may have started already. I don't know. But we'll be back before they get finished. We'll be over there. So. Just waiting for them to event session. They're going to do their qualifying, and then they won't have very many cars in the LCQ. Probably only about 5. Those guys will race for their final starting spot. Right through the feature we'll go. I think we, had 2 cautions in the last one? You usually get the same group. You get a lot of the same results. Maybe not finishing order, but there won't be that much in the way of cautions and different things. Track should be a little different. I know that the conditions are a little different in this server than they were in the last one. All right, qualifying. They'll all go out. We're going to watch as much of it as we possibly can right now. Catch Reed Brochart coming out. Watch 93 car. On to the time clock for his first lap, Reed Brochart. He'll come out of 4. He'll be the first to score time. 12:35. Boyd at 12:48 and Smith at about 13 seconds. 12:98 actually. Top 6 are locked in. Everybody else gotta go through the LCQ. 12:26 for Boyd. Good qualifying effort. Blake Parmley now on track. And Parmley goes to the top on lap number 1. He's going to be one and done. 12:08 for him. David Krikorian bringing the 66 car out. Billy Barros, 12:40, 4th quick. He's locked in right now. James Gray, the car on the bubble. Oh, Krikorian. I think he clipped a tire. I don't think his time counted. He clipped a tire down there. So his second lap may not count either because he was already into it. Second lap, 13:07. So 8th quick. He's going to be in the LCQ. Here's Chase Crowder. We saw Crowder have problems in the first show catching that tire. He almost caught again right here in qualifying. I think he might have clipped the tire because his lap did not count. So we'll see this lap right here if it counts. We'll see if Crowder can get in the top 6 when he goes by. Josh Gerlach just rolled his car out. Crowder up to 2nd. That puts Steven Spiess on the bubble. And here comes Josh Gerlach. I don't know what Josh is doing. He's looking kind of slow. Maybe he's going to bank it all on lap 2. His first time, 13:65, 10th quick. He needs to pick it up. He needs to pick it up a little bit. Wheel stands it all the way up the front stretch, and he goes to 4th quick, 12:35 for Gerlach. So Barros, Brochart, Gerlach, Boyd, Crowder, and Blake Parmley are locked in. Cody Parmley did not take a time. He's off the hot shoe because he did not win the last feature. but apparently he's going to go LCQ, and he's going to come around and see what he can do coming from probably around mid-pack, I would guess. We'll have 5 cars in this LCQ. Spieth, Gray, Smith, Krikorian, and Parmley. And that's the 16 of Cody Parmley. Blake Parmley was quick time here in this second session for qualifying. Locked himself into the redraw. We should get an updated redraw. All 5 drivers made it out. All right, we're rolling off now. And Parmley, yeah, right at the back there. He's just hanging back a little bit while we parade lap here, it looks like. May have had to re-index his steering wheel, I'm not sure. But he is coming up behind. The field's going to tighten up a lot right here. Oh, things are moving. Green flag and the LCQ is underway. Stacking them up in 1 and 2. Cody Parmley all the way to the top back here. And he is trying to figure out if the outside is going to be the way. Spieth leads lap 1. Parmley ripping the lip. James Gray 4th. Smith is 5th. Krikorian is 2nd. And I said 5th. I think Smith is 3rd. I don't know. Delirious. Must be the delirium setting in. 5 laps to go. LCQ, Steven Spieth still out front. Krikorian, he and Krikorian broke away from James Gray right here. Gray with a little risky slider line right there. Almost clipped a tire going in. He almost does it again down 3 and 4. Wheel stance for both Krikorian and Spieth as Krikorian rolls by. Takes over the lead. Just trying to improve his starting position. Cody Parmley has just stayed up on the cushion. He is going to see if he can go from the back to the front again, I think, in this feature. 2 to go this time by. He may get Smith right here. And it looks like he'll get Smith maybe down the backstretch. But David Krikorian to the white flag, and he's opened up the gap on Steven Spieth. James Gray still 3rd, but Krikorian's going to win the LCQ. Steven Spieth, James Gray. Cody Parmley with a problem. And Lizzie Smith will finish 4th. Parmley to the back. Parmley had cleared Smith easily. And then got the right rear up into the fence and catastrophe. Man. It looks almost like a repeat. Yeah, the guys down the channel might be screaming, rigged, rigged, rigged. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Because our feature... You didn't have the same pole sitter you had the last time. He went out last in qualifying, qualified 4th, and he drew out the 1 pill. So we'll look at the grid. It's going to change a little bit. You're going to have the 71 of Josh Gerlach and the 93 of Reed Brochart on the front row. Boyd will stay where he's at. Crowder will slide back to row 2 in the 96 car. He'll be on the outside of that row. And then Blake Parmley will fall back to the inside of row number 3, and Billy Barros will hold his spot. David Krikorian and Steven Spiess, the 66 and 55 in row 4. And then the 76 of James Gray next to Lizzie Smith in the 24, making up a row 5. And Cody Parmley, once again, Outback Jack. He starts shotgun tonight in both races. So the same pole sitter and the same car on the back by himself. Brochart trying to thread his way through to get up there. Now the field looks like it's a lot better. Quick one here. So they're going to be moving to the B main here very quickly. Or to the C main, excuse me, the C main over there for the Nationals.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, couple of pace laps. Lap number 2, we'll get them formed up, and then we'll go 30 more times around under the green flag. All right, doubled up. We are ready for green flag racing action. Show number 2 for the NetCode ESports Mighty Midget Series is under the green flag. Clean start once again. We're going to have a ball of action right here through 1 and 2. Everybody right on top of one another. It'll take a little bit for him to get strung out, but Gerlach, what he did last time, out front, running smooth, looking good. He's got Blake Parmley and David Krikorian, and Parmley slider, and the car just never settled. And he's going to give up 2 spots because here comes Crowder. There goes Krikorian. Blake Parmley back to 4th real quick. James Gray working from 6th. He's behind Boyd, and he's got Spiess up the inside. They were 3 wide momentarily, and Spiess comes away with the spot. Boyd goes around the high side and takes both spots away. Tried to stay in 5th. Now Boyd slips up on the top, and that opens it up to give Spiess the 5th spot. Cody Parmley, Billy Barros are working through. They've encountered James Gray. One goes low, one goes high. Car upside down. You ain't going to believe this, folks. You are not going to believe this. You guys, I don't know. Let's go up here. Wow, this is going to be wild. It's going to happen right in front of the 96. Right there. He didn't touch a thing, and he went over all by himself. Josh Gerlach got it up on the right rear. He was trying to do a one-wheel wheelie. You'll hand over the race league to David Krikorian, Crowder, Parmley, Spiess, Boyd, Parmley, Gray, Barros, Brochart. Going to be the running order. Let's see if we can talk to our driver here real quick. Hey, Josh Gerlach, you okay? Josh Gerlach, are you there, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Are you okay, sir? 4 wheels are better than 1 for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's not been a good night for the old 71, that's for sure.
Josh Gerlach doing Josh Gerlach type things down on the bottom, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even feel like I hit anything there.
You didn't.
Oh, boy.
You didn't hit a daggone thing. You got up on the right rear tire only and lost the whole car. So I'm going to let you get back to it, buddy. See if you can recover from this, all right?
Yeah, we'll see. I think I just went a lap down, so I think my race might be over. Good luck, Roger, with the rest of the call.
See you, buddy. David Krikorian, after the restart, stayed out front. We saw him come out. I don't think he's a lap down. I think he stayed. I think he had to give some time back, but I think he's okay. He's on the lead lap. They were just coming to get that. Krikorian is Gandhi right now. He is out here over a second. Spiess is in second place. Boyd is up to 3rd. Crowder's trying to take a peek. Look who's on the top. Oh, no, he made a big mistake up there. Cody Parmley got the car up. Right front was on the fence. He is just trying to drive it like he stole it. He's knocking the beadlock bolts off the right rear. That's for daggone sure. He runs in the 7th spot. James Gray is right in front of him, and Gray is just staying right in the middle. Don't want to get too close to those tractor tires. Don't want to get out there by that fence. That's how you bring a car home in one piece for sure. Boyd right in front of him in the 5th spot. Barros just got around him. They're going to go back at it a little bit, but I think Barros still got momentum from show number 1. We'll see if he can run down Crowder, Spieth, and company. We're almost halfway already. We've got 17 laps remaining. Krikorian, 1.4 seconds out front. Man, he's running the bottom. He is doing a great job down there. He's got that car rolling. He's one of the faster cars on the track. Got a couple of guys behind him that are running just a tick quicker. But they are not closing the gap. And it's not 2nd and 3rd as Crowder got around Spieth. Boyd was quicker, and so was Parmley. But Parmley is kind of fighting with other cars back there, so he'll hit a good lap and then he won't have a good lap the next one. Right now it is all David Krikorian. 1.4 seconds. Going to get into lap traffic here. Crowder is trying to reel him in, and that time Crowder made up a bunch of ground as Krikorian slipped coming out of 2. He made up about half the gap. Spieth is still 3rd. These guys have a giant cushion over 4th place. It's almost 3 seconds back to the 4th place car of Boyd. We're going to be down to 10 to go, and it's going to happen real quickly here. This time by, but Crowder is closing in. Out of 2. It's a half second. Crowder tried to crowd Krikorian. I thought Krikorian was going to make the mistake right there. He stayed a little bit low. Car bounced a little coming out of 4, but he is holding serve, and if he can keep it locked in on the bottom and not let Crowder get underneath him, he may have an opportunity. Don't there. He has a big mistake. Got a wheel stand. Crowder just throws it in underneath. Little bit of contact. Crowder going to go right by. New leader. 7 to go this time. A mistake. He got the front wheels up in the air coming out of turn 4. He does it again out of turn 2. And you got to pedal the car a little bit right there to get the front end back down. And that's going to cost you time. Every time you touch the brakes or lift off the throttle, the guy behind you is going to make up ground unless he makes this mistake as well. And that didn't happen right there. So Crowder to the point. 5 to go. Wave lap this time. Once again, jumping off the berm on the inside. Krikorian. He is trying to get back up there. Wants to get back to victory lane. Hadn't been there in quite some time. 4 to go. The only race on the track is these two. They're the only two close to one another. And now Crowder's starting to open it up. He's out to 6/10 with 3 to go. It's about 9 car lengths. That time Krikorian closed it up a little on the front stretch. He got it down to about 5 car lengths. Caution late in this one. Cody Parmley, the 16 car, is going to have an issue. No bump of the fence. He's okay there. A second bump. He's not okay here. Yeah, he just kept crawling up it. So your sweeper last week starts at the back of feature number 1, and I think he came home top 5, top 6. This time goes to the back and restarts, and he'll be out with just a couple of laps to go. Unless Billy Barros pulls the rabbit out of the hat, we will not have a sweep this week because he's got to come from about 6th in 2 laps to try to win this thing. Crowder can get a good start, he may have this in the bag. He's going to hold him down. He's going to get on the throttle, and he got it opened a little bit. 2 to go with the green flag back in the air. Krikorian trying to get through 3 and 4 perfect. Get up alongside. He got there. Crowder's going to try to slam the door into 1 and 2. Here comes Blake Parmley late in this one. He's up to 3rd. White flag lap coming out of 3 and 4. Crowder going to victory lane. Krikorian 2nd. Spiess will come home 3rd. Boyd, Gerlach, Barros, Brochart, Gray. Blake Parmley died on the last lap. I think he caught a tire midway through 3 and 4. Right there, yeah. Nobody else hit him, which is amazing enough. So we'll quickly look at the rest of the results. Crowder, Krikorian, and Boyd. 1, 2, 3. How did Boyd get ahead of Spiess? I don't think that's correct. Well, it might be. It might be. Somehow he may have gotten DQ'd. Spiess 4th, Gerlach, Barros, Brochart, Gray, and then Blake Parmley, Lizzie Smith, and Cody Parmley rounded out the field tonight. Let's get down here. Let's talk to our guys. Garrett Boyd, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Couple of podiums, and I'm not exactly sure. On one screen, I have Spiess in 3rd. On the official results, I have you. So we're going to talk to you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there in the end. I know it looked like Blake got the inside tire, and then Steven just slowed down. So,
oh,
craziness!
craziness!
Where to go?
Hey, I'll take a spot anytime I can get it, whether they give it to me or I have to take it away.
Yeah, I think this is I finished on the podium for every race now. So,
well, that's a good start to the season. That means with all these other guys that are randomly winning, Steady Eddie, you might get to the top of the point standings.
yeah, it's going to take a lot to beat Cody, but we'll just see what we can do with being consistent.
Well, a couple of rounds. How different was the track in race 2 versus race 1?
I like the race. I liked race 1 better than race 2.
Okay, you still didn't answer the question.
It kind of seemed one lane. If you went to the top, you fell backwards. So it was whoever could get around the hub better was going to go to the front. So running the top, it was just really bumpy in 3 and 4. So where it was already hard to get around the wall, then you throw bumps in, it just kind of makes it not worth it.
All right, man. Well, 2 podium finishes here tonight. We'll see what you can do carrying some momentum into next week. Give me some shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
Again, going to shout out James and Billy for putting their hard-earned money up to broadcast these races. It's fun to get back to go and watch them. And Josh for putting the league on. You for broadcasting it, then Quality One, and then the person I can feel staring behind me, my girlfriend.
Got them hot eyes on you, do you?
Yeah. For letting me do this. So that's it.
All right. Well, tell Kelsey we said hello, and thanks for letting you be in here, man. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Garrett Boyd, a couple of podium finishes. He finishes 3rd in this one. Now let's go talk to the guy that led the majority of it, David Krikorian. We thought we were going to see the 66 back in victory lane finally here with the Mighty Midgets, and just a fraction of an inch, I think.
I mean, it's not like last week. This thing just, compared to the last couple of times we've been here, it just didn't feel great. Like, I don't know, the car didn't really feel predictable when you try to run the bottom. One lap it'd be right, and then the other lap it wouldn't know what you're doing. First race you're just kind of out to lunch, and I mean, I got lucky on the initial start and passed a bunch of cars. Got a little luckier when we all kind of had our issue up front with that one yellow with Josh, and had the track position from there. Landed on the tire wall, or not wall, but the tractor tire had a 2 with the left front and hurt that. And don't know if I really felt any real difference, but it still didn't feel great. So, I mean, I would have liked to win, considering this has probably replaced I-55 as my best track, but I'm not going to complain about second when the car isn't feeling good.
Well, it looked like out of 4, you got the front wheels up, and you had to pedal the car. And I think Crowder was having a problem getting the line he wanted from you. And when you did that, that just opened the line up for him. I think that fraction of a second where you got the wheels up because you got to the throttle a little early probably was the difference in this thing.
Well, with the way the track is, where the tires are, you've got that reverse banking out of turn 4, but it's reverse banking, but there's also all that moisture down there. So if you can hit it, that's where you're going to want to be. If you wheel, you're probably still up in the air when you really get back into it. And that lap I just kind of did, but I only had a couple laps to really get him, and it takes me about 5 to kind of get in rhythm here.
Well, still an awesome run, a second-place finish, man. Some shout-outs, some thank-yous. We'll let you head out.
Shout out to all the homies on the B team. We got them next week.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck next week.
All right, later.
David Kokorian finishing second, and now a breakthrough win here at the NetCode ESports Mighty Midgets. Chase Crowder, you had to work for it, and right when you needed an opening the most, the 66 gave it to you.
Yes, sir. I was trying everything I could to catch David, and he finally messed up right there and left me a little gap, and I took advantage of it and took it away.
I was telling the fans that all you were looking for was enough room to get the 2 front tires between him and those tractor tires at either end of the track. He comes off 4, wheels go in the air, and I'm sure at that moment you felt like, I got to do it now or I may not get it. If I can't get inside here, I may not get him for these next 3 or 4 laps.
Oh, yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, that was a heck of a race, you know. I kind of struggled there at the beginning, and it's funny you say I was that last race is actually what put me out of the race is them stupid tractor tires. So
we saw.
Man, I was trying everything I could to stay off them things and just keep my momentum down there, and that's what we were able to do.
Yeah, the whole world now knows that you can hit the tractor tires. The 96 car can kill them.
Yes, sir.
It's captured for posterity, sir. Still an awesome run, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna break through. A lot of guys takes them a long time to get a win here. I mean, there's the rarities. There's the Cody Parmeleys, but for a guy to get a winner, it takes a little while. You're getting one pretty quick.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. It's funny you say Cody Parmeley and Blake Parmeley because they actually live about 10 minutes from me now in Oklahoma, and we're pretty good buddies, and we actually race all the time. And this is kind of our go-to track with the midgets, and it's a blast when we get on here.
Where are you, up around Tulsa?
Yes, sir. I live in Muskogee. I live about 30 minutes from Tulsa.
Oh man, that's where Garrett Boyd lives. Is in Muskogee.
Yep, I actually know Garrett.
That's a good deal. Good deal. Yeah.
Yes,
well, and you may not know, but I'm actually from Edmond, so I'm in Oklahoma too.
Oh,
buddy.
I got you. I got you.
Well, an awesome run, man. You're going to pick up the win here tonight. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all letting me join the league. And, I can't thank SDR Motorsports and, this machine they put under the hood and the Parmeleys for, the teamwork and the coaching. And we'll see what we can do next week.
Yeah, a couple of different tracks for you next week. Well, we'll wish you luck and see what you can do next week. And thanks for chatting with us. Congrats again.
Sounds good. Thanks, Roger.
Chase Crowder picking up the win here at Falls tonight. Well, that is going to do it for another week of Mighty Midgets, man. This great series. A lot of fun, and we got some great drivers. You can see a lot of diversity here. Billy Barros and Chase Crowder splitting those wins this evening. And you can see, the guy that swept it all last week, he just didn't have good luck here at Fairbury. So you never know. Next week, 2 different tracks. Going to go to Lima Land for the first one and I-55 for the second one. So we could see a whole lot of action next week. Make sure you mark your calendars down and tune back in. That'll do it for us here tonight. I want to thank you all for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues giving us fantastic racing like we saw again tonight. Nothing for us to cover. So high fives, pats on the back all the way around. Till we see you the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down.